I've had an evening and I meant to upload this review for the show earlier, but then it didn't upload and I deleted my file for the video because I thought it was finished processing, but apparently it didn't. So now I have to re-record this review. So sorry if I seem like a little not as enthusiastic, but I will say I did really love this season. Finally, Monsters at Work season 2 came out, and I'm really happy about that. Because I loved the first season. It was one of my favorite Disney Plus shows, and that's just because I love vibing with these characters, right? But I will state, objectively speaking, the first season of this show was not great. Because the first season of this show was this show where it was kind of generic storylines with certain characters and things like that, but you just like, if you just like the Monsters Inc. world, it's fun. And by the end of the season, it became more of a legit like continuation of the first movie. That is Monsters Inc., not Monsters University. It's confusing because one's a prequel, but the first one released is what I mean when I say the first movie. Anyways, so I don't know. I was excited to see this season, but I understand that some people weren't super into it. And for me, I really enjoyed season 1. But I will say, I've seen people really turn around on this season, and me as well. So I am disappointed with this show in a couple regards, though. First, I really hate that they did the Disney Channel first for this season instead of just putting this on Disney Plus and airing it weekly, especially since these episodes function fucking incredibly well as a cliffhanger. Like, if I was watching this week to week, holy shit, I would have been so engaged with this show. But instead, they put all this out after airing it on the Disney Channel. I just don't understand that. I'm wondering if they're trying to cancel the show quietly. And I'm fine with that because the season does end very well. And I don't really know how much more expansion we could do here. But, yeah, let's get into it. I really enjoy this season mostly because this season actually does give you a lot here as a real legit sequel to Monsters Inc. Where you do have an actual debate in this season of people not being sold on laugh power, and certain people like Tyler who went to college, went to school to be a scarer, now feeling left out of the job market because what they were trained to do is now what they weren't trained to do, which are very adult themes, by the way, of like, you have this career path that you chose, you went to school for it, and then now you find out that industry may be dying or just not need you anymore, and you're learning to adapt to this new career path, but you're wondering if it may not be for you. And that's the best things about Pixar movies, right? Is there's that goofy humor like there is in the show, but there's also these adult themes. And I think that this show explores all that stuff really well. And in this season, also, it's just interesting as an expansion to the world as Monsters Inc. Because yeah, of course, these different ways of energy. We have people debate, some of the things we do to conserve energy now in modern society with like climate change talk and things like that. So it's an interesting debate that actually could be read multiple ways, and it's just a fun expansion to the world. And the way they use old characters is a lot better in this season, and they're all really funny, and the new characters they introduced into this season are funny and well written, and yeah, there's lots of great subplots in these episodes, and it's just a really great season of this show that I absolutely adored, and I cannot wait to see if we get more, because I hope we do. But like I said, I'm not really sure how much more they could expand. So if we don't get more, it's not like I'm going to be disappointed. Well, I'm going to be disappointed because I really like the show and I want to see more if we can get it, just to see what they do. But at the same time, if we don't, I'm cool with it because, I mean, we finally got a good Monsters Inc. sequel. And I think everybody's wanted that for a while. And I think this is exactly that. I love this season. And I think if you weren't sold on Monsters Inc. or Monsters at Work season 1, but you still watched it anyways, then go ahead and jump into this show because this is a great season of the show.